Om Shanti. I am a being of light. I am a being that does not belong to the corporeal dimension. I am a being that originally, when I came from the land of peace, I am pure, recharged, and aware of who am I. After a few births in the corporeal dimension, the film, after a few episodes in the film, I gradually start to forget where did I came from. I gradually start to forget who am I, and I gradually start to forget where am I. The film that is only a part becomes my residence, my fixed residence, and the actor that had came to perform a part is overtaken by the character and the roles of that character, and it falls asleep. In this part of the film, in this particular episode, Birth, the meeting with the truth has awakened, shaked the real I. This being that had fallen asleep for almost 2,500 years has now a glimpse of awakeness. And when that happens, everything changes. Suddenly, I rediscover the truth. I can now remember again who am I. I can now remember and go to where I belong to, the incorporeal dimension. I can now remember that I don't belong, and where am I? I am inside the eternal film, and by being aware of that this is an eternal film, I can once again remember I am an actor. I am not the character of this particular episode. This all happens when a meeting with the truth happens. This truth is brought by the supreme beautiful soul, a soul that always resides in that incorporeal dimension. Therefore, he never forgets who he is and where he belongs to. This amazing being has come with the altruistic mission to awaken the real I, to awaken the real ones behind those masks. He does it through the sharing of his wisdom, the sharing of his knowledge, and he brings us methods to remain awake and methods to fight against the lowest consciousness and the demons that are ingrained in me for almost 2,500 years. And today, in an angelic message, the combined form of Shiva, the beautiful Supreme Soul, and the first angel, Brahma, in their message today, they are very clear. They are clear about the importance of the thoughts that I have inside the mind. The thoughts are powerful when the mind is powerful as well. And so it's very precious to have these teachings so that I can make my mind powerful. At the moment in this part of the film, the mind is full. It's full of all the addictions of these demons and all the addictions of this lowest consciousness. The way of thinking, the type of thoughts that are inside the mind, and the vision, the awareness of these last 2,500 years are making the mind completely full of waste. At the moment, the human mind has a white noise. The white noise is a noise that is constantly inside me, but has become silent. Let's imagine that in the physical dimension, I go and live close to an airport where all the aeroplanes, the noise of the aeroplanes is happening all the time. The first 2 days I'll be aware of that noise, but after 3 to 4 days, that noise will become white noise. It's still there, but my awareness is switched off of them. And so how can I realize that my mind is full of this noise? The first step is to notice again the noise inside the mind, the constant, almost constant requests of the demons, the almost constant thoughts about the film. Majority of the thoughts, I would say maybe 98% of the thoughts are associated with the drama, with the film, that this lowest consciousness and these demons make a priority inside the mind. So the first step is to notice and then to check and change. For that, it's important to have controlling power and a very powerful break. And this is a full-time homework. Only a part-time homework will not be enough to defeat this enemy that is ingrained in me for a long period of time. Some strategies to observe the thoughts inside the mind. A majority of the times there is a thread of thoughts, and it always starts with one thought. After that one thought, a chain of thoughts comes one after the other, creating majority of the times emotions and chemical reactions in the body, like panic, anxiety, fear, stress, depression. So a good method is to be able to observe that first thought and apply a wet blanket in that thought, like with the physical fire that is going to be that thought. If I place a wet blanket on top of that fire, oxygen will disappear and the fire will be extinguished. So that's one of the first steps, is to observe the mind, to notice that first thought, and to apply that wet blanket to extinguish that thought. They will keep coming because this lowest consciousness is the main enemy, and it is a professional soldier with all the strategies, all the weapons, all the gears, all the uniforms, so it can be camouflage. And so constant attention is necessary. Another method is to be able to make the invisible stronger. At the moment, only the visible, the gross, the film is in the awareness of these amazing beings, and that's why I, including me, have fallen asleep and have lost the awareness of the invisible. When I return to my original form, I make the incorporeal, the invisible, stronger. I am a being of light. I am not my physical form or the physical form. I have came from the land of peace, a land where the sky is red, a land where there is no time or space, a land where there is no thought. I came from that incorporeal dimension and passed by the subtle region, the land of angels, a land where there is no sky, there is no sound. There is images and the angelic form shining light, shining love. I then come down to the corporeal dimension where I come to experience action. And as me, all the family of actors are around me. And these are all invisible dimensions, invisible beings. And when I experience them, I make my awareness stronger. I divinize the intellect, and thoughts start to be created associated with this reality that is the truth. And then the mind will be powerful with these powerful thoughts. It's quite an amazing phenomenon that I have to practice what I am, but that's fixed because I have forgotten who I am. And this will make my mind powerful. This will make my thoughts powerful. And this will contribute to the mission of being awake and in some form being used to contribute to awake the rest of the family. I am a being of peace.